The following is a production of the Maine Public Broadcasting Network in partnership with the New England School of Communications. It's a night of Christmas songs, Christmas memories, and Christmas magic. Celebrate the season with holiday songs performed by some of Maine's premier singers, including Laura Daryl, John McVey, Noel Paul Stooki, Rick Sheret, Joan Kennedy and Dan Merill, and many more, with special performances by Suzanne Nance and Tim Sample.
Do you have jumper cables, and will you stop?
And featuring a 25th anniversary celebration of the Maine Christmas song. That's all coming up next on Christmas in Maine. And now your host for the evening, Suzanne Nance and Tim Sample.
All right.
Marvelous. Is this marvelous or what?
It's marvelous,
Who has
darling.
more fun than people?
I don't know, but I think we will.
We have a terrific holiday lineup. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. This is really a spectacular bunch we got on stage tonight.
It's fabulous. Welcome to our holiday special, Christmas in Maine. I'm Suzanne Nance.
And I am the winner of the Tim Sample Lookalike Contest 3 years running at the Freiburg Fair.
Well deserved.
Yes.
Well deserved. We've got great acts for you tonight, amazing performers from around Maine and beyond, and they include tenor John McVey.
Oh, yes. And Noel Paul Stooki will be joining us today.
Paul Sullivan is here.
Oh, yes. And Jonathan Edwards.
George Lopez, pianist, and the Deponte String Quartet.
There's just a whole, there's more than that. That is the tip of the veritable iceberg. So thank you for joining us, and we will kick it right off here.
That's right. Tenor John McVey continues to garner attention for his countless world-class performances at the most revered houses throughout the United States and all over the world. He's performed at the Metropolitan Opera and the Lyric Opera of Chicago. He has sung with the Gewandhaus Orchestra Leipzig, the Philadelphia Orchestra, and Boston Baroque, to mention just a few. When John isn't singing, he's making jewelry for his company, John McVey Designs. But when he does sing, he receives acclaim for his, quote, rich lyrical tenor voice, fabulous top notes, and striking good looks. Please welcome tenor John McVey.
Christmas future is far away. Christmas past is past. Christmas present is here today, bringing joy that will last. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on, our troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on, our troubles will be miles away. Here we are as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. the years we all will be together, if the fates allow. Hang a shining star upon the highest bough, and have yourself a merry little Christmas now. Here we are, as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. Through the years we all will be together, if the fates allow. Hang a shining star upon the highest bough, and have yourself a merry little Christmas
Joan Kennedy is a Canadian country music star who has had 10 major hits during the course of her illustrious career and received every major Canadian music award that one can receive. On a concert tour of the States in 1998, she performed at Bangor's famous Dick Stacy's Jamboree and ended up marrying Dick's son, Scott. Now they are raising a wonderful family and living in Portland.
Dan Merill is known affectionately by his peers as The Voice. Originally from North Windham, his career has spanned many years and continents. He's recorded with artists from St. Petersburg, Russia, to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and along the way has won the coveted Folk Artist of the Year Award at the Austin, Texas International South by Southwest Festival. Ladies and gentlemen, Dan Merill and Joan Kennedy singing Magic and Memories.
Little here is chance since you went away. First storm of the season fell on us today. Snow was coming down so fast I could barely see, and the winter winds brought with them childhood memories. There is magic in memories forever in my mind. There is magic in memories of us at Christmas time.
Do you remember how we'd sit at home and watch
a storm that rattled windows as snowflakes criss and crossed, huddled close together in the dancing candlelight. We'd wish our Christmas wishes on the only star in sight. There is magic in memories forever in my mind. There is magic in memories of us at Christmas time. It always got the best of us to step into the air and greet the new arrival of a world that looks so rare. Shimmering, sparkling, we didn't speak a word as we listened to our footsteps pressing snow against the earth. There is magic in memories forever in my mind. There is magic in memories of us at Christmas time. There is magic in memories forever in my mind. There is magic in memories of us at Christmas
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Dan? Thank you very much. Do you have a Christmas memory?
Well, you know, interestingly, this song, Joan and I recorded about 15 years ago. And we realized literally when we were
Tonight.
backstage that we'd never sang it together. The only time we'd sang it was in the recording studio when our good friend Con invited us in to sing it. And this song, you know, music's such a big part of Christmas for everyone. And this has become a part of mine. My kids listen to it every year. And so to actually sing it this year it's just a real treat.
It's really
First
a pleasure.
time right here.
Thank you.
Let's take a moment to introduce our band tonight. Paul Sullivan on piano, Rob Coffin on guitar, Paul Tebow on bass, Andrea Ray on percussion, Roy Clark on keyboards.
George Lopez has performed across the globe, most recently in Paris, London, Cologne, New York's Wild Recital Hall at Carnegie Hall, and Los Angeles, where he was hailed by the LA Times for his, quote, musical perspective, continuity, and kaleidoscopic colors.
He is Bowdoin College's artist in residence and director of ensemble performance and is here to perform The Carol of the Bells. Ladies and gentlemen, George Lopez.
Christmas, always a very special time. My earliest memory of Christmas was a 3-year-old looking through the French windows of my parents' bedroom as my father, dressed as Santa Claus, walked into the living room, came up to the Christmas tree, and rather than the usual red sack that Santa would normally carry, he couldn't find one, so he used a garbage bag. Unfortunately, it wasn't very strong, and so all the toys that he had brought for me and for the family, at the moment he stepped toward the tree, the bag broke and all the presents fell out. So I have very funny memories. I love to bring out the humor of Christmas as well as the warmth and the joy and family. So here's Carol of the Bells.
17 years of age, Melanie Darice Soier has already accomplished a good deal more than most singers many times her age. She began to sing on key, no less, at age 2 and has astounded audiences with her vocal prowess and stage presence ever since.
A multi-award winning vocalist, she has released 2 CDs and appeared at several international festivals. Now here to sing Oh Holy Night en français is Melanie Darice Soier.
Descendit
So how can we begin to describe the career of this next artist? Noel Paul Stooki, the Paul of Peter, Paul, and Mary, who stood on the stage with Martin Luther King as he delivered his historic I Have a Dream speech, who has won multiple Grammy Awards, sold millions upon millions of records, and performed in every major concert hall from Carnegie to the Royal Albert. I guess you just say, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my dear friend, Paul Stooki.
Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Suzanne, and happy holidays to you and everybody out there. I'm sorry I can't be with you. I want to introduce my longtime buddy, Doug Cameron. And I wrote a song about 52 years ago called Christmas Dinner that he pulled out of his memory and said, let's do it together. And so we're going to do that for you right now. And it came to pass on a Christmas evening, while all the doors were shuttered tight, outside standing lonely boy child, cold and shivering in the night. Noel, Noel, and on this street every window save but one was gleaming bright, and to this window walked the boy child, peeking in some candlelight. Through other windows yet looked at turkeys, ducks, and geese, and cherry pies, but through this window saw a gray-haired lady, table bare and tears in her eyes. Noel, Noel, into his tattered coat reached the boy child, knowing well there was little there, and he took from his pocket his own Christmas dinner, a bit of cheese, some bread to share. His outstretched hands held the food and they trembled as the door it opened wide. Said he, would you share with me Christmas dinner? And gently said she, come inside. Gray-haired lady brought forth to the table glasses too, and her last drop of wine. Said she, here's a toast to everyone's Christmas, and especially yours and mine. And it came to pass on that Christmas evening, while all the doors were shuttered tight, that in that town the happiest Christmas was shared by candlelight.
We'll be back with more of Christmas in Maine right after this. Welcome back to Christmas in Maine.
Please join me in welcoming my co-host for this holiday special, Tim Sample.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, for my portion of the evening, I'm going to take my glasses off. I feel like I already know what you look like. One of the things that I get upset about is that people misunderstand Mainers. They often, folks from away will tell you that Mainers are standoffish, cold, hard to get to know. Not necessarily true. I think what they're really perceiving, misunderstanding perhaps, is that Mainers, they don't care that much what your religious thinking or your philosophy or a lot of other, they don't care about that stuff. What they want to know is, do you have jumper cables and will you stop? That's what they care about. And I know about this. When I was 26 years old, I was just married, I moved to a dirt road in Palmyra, Maine. Jimmy Carter was in the White House. Inflation, the interest rate, the prime rate was 20%. Gas crisis was upon us. The gas prices were doubling. I thought it was a good time to strike out and be self-employed in the arts. I lived in a little cabin on a dirt road. Up one way, about 1.5 miles, was the Sprague family, Ford and Mary and their 3 boys, and about the same distance in the other direction was a kind of a rolling commune, a kind of a group of folks from exotic places like Pennsylvania and California. They had had a hog that they'd raised named Francis Bacon. They were vegetarians. So they had Francis Bacon slaughtered, and Ford Sprague did the slaughtering, and they let us know that the pork chops and everything and the bacon were in Ford's freezer. And sure enough, about a month later, I needed it. I'm not sure up until that point as I'd ever really experienced wondering where I was going to get food to eat, but I did experience that. My wife and I were right at the desperate edge, and it was a frightening experience, and it was also somewhat humiliating. So one night, maybe a week and a half before Christmas, I didn't want to go ask for help. I'm a Mainer too. I don't feel comfortable asking for help. I feel like I should not need any help, but I decided I had to go ask for help, and I walked up the road. I bundled up. I got up to Ford's house, walked in the front door. You know these Maine farmhouses, I don't know if you know, but they're about 110 degrees inside all year round. In the summer, they're canning from the wood stove, and in the winter, the wood stove's just going, so it's blasting out. And you can't just drop in a Maine farmhouse and say your piece and leave. You've got to play cribbage for an hour and a half. So I was there a couple of hours. Ford and I had played a couple of games of cribbage, and things had gone on, and I finally came out with it, and I said, Ford, Bruce and them, they told me if we got to the point where we could use a little food, that you might have some down in your freezer that they had put aside with you. Well, Ford looked me right in the eye. He stopped what he was doing. He got a look on his face, and he said, you want some food, do you? And I said, well, that Bruce and them, he said, Mary, he called to his wife, Mary, he said, get in here. But he didn't look very happy about this, and I felt, oh my gosh, I've said something wrong, and I've done something wrong, and they went down in the basement, and they filled about 6 or 8 grocery bags with pork, roasts, canned peas, canned corn, canned beets, and all this other kind of stuff. 6 or 8 grocery bags. But the atmosphere, let me just say, it was hot in the room, but the atmosphere was frosty, and I felt terrible. I felt like I crossed some kind of a line, but I didn't know what I crossed. Well, he brought them up. I was sitting in the kitchen, still hadn't said a word. He went out the front door, started up his old Land Rover, got that running, warmed it up a little bit. You know, this is Maine reverse snobbery. You don't want a brand new car. You want something that's got 300,000 miles on it. You keep it running with duct tape and bungee cords and WD-40. That's from Maine. So he had that going, and he motioned to me to come out. We put the groceries in the back of the Land Rover. He drove me down. By that time, I realized it had been snowing the whole time we was in there. And it's about 6 or 8 inches of snow. He drove me down to my place. Still didn't say a word in the vehicle. And the moon had come out. It was dark, but it was moonlit night. He pulled into my drive, and I opened the door. We put the groceries in. My wife came, and we put in the groceries. And I was just ready to turn around and say goodnight to Ford, and he motioned me like this. And the door shut. We were standing alone in the snow out in my front yard. And Ford looked at me and he says, "Don't you ever do that again." I thought I was going to die. I thought I was going to fall through the floor. He says, "Don't you ever set down the road from me and be hungry again." He says, "I won't have it." He says, "We've got food in that basement we put up 6 summers ago. We got to throw it away. We got so much of it. You need something, you come to me." And he, big grin broke across his face, and he reached his hand. He says, "Merry Christmas, Sam." That's me. Thank you.
Not long after performing in Philadelphia 20 years ago, the Deponte String Quartet surprised the musical world by moving from a cosmopolitan urban area to rural Maine. 2 decades later, they continue to be sought after to perform and teach around the world. The New York Times wrote they create an experience, quote, like watching the Celtics play in the local gym. Performing selections from the Nutcracker Suite, here is the Deponte String Quartet. Rick Sheret is one of Maine's best-loved children's performers and has touched and brightened the eyes, the ears, and hearts of children for generations across the nation.
His recordings have been used by hundreds of teachers around the country to help with their language arts programs. He's been lauded in Billboard magazine and Entertainment Weekly, and sold over 250,000 recordings on his own label, Pine Point Productions.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome one of the hardest working men in children's performance, Rick Sheret, with some local beautiful children from Raymond, Maine.
Christmas tree, what a joy you are to see. Christmas tree, shining bright for me. Christmas tree, what a joy you are to see. Christmas tree, shining bright for me. Let's get some red and yellow lights, shiny as can be. Let's get blue, green lights too, we'll put them on the tree. Christmas tree, what a joy you are to see. Christmas tree, shining bright for me. Let's put ornaments on the tree, gingerbread girls and boys, candy canes, paper chains, miniature Christmas toys. Christmas tree, what a joy you are to see. Christmas tree, shining bright for me. Let's string the tree with a great big garland of popcorn that's been popped. Some tinsel here, tinsel there, a silver star on top. Christmas tree, what a joy you are to see. Christmas tree, shining bright for me. Decorations all are hung, let's get everyone. Let's light the tree for all to see. Christmas time has come. Oh, Christmas tree, what a joy you are to see. Christmas tree, shining bright for me. Christmas tree, what a joy you are to see. Christmas tree, shining bright for me.
Paul Sullivan, Grammy Award-winning pianist and composer who has toured all over the world as a solo artist and long-standing member of the Paul Winter Consort. He has performed with the Philadelphia Orchestra, the Boston Pops, and has also written for and played in several Broadway and off-Broadway productions. Our next performer is my co-host for the evening, Suzanne Nance.
Thank you for celebrating the holidays with us today. I'd like to sing a lullaby for you, and in choosing this piece, I was thinking about the hush that can happen at the holidays. It doesn't always happen, but sometimes you're really able to experience the holiday season, and there's this sort of hush that comes over you, and you get to really enjoy the moment. It becomes about the good things, getting together with friends and family, and remembering beautiful memories and making new ones. I have some wonderful friends with me tonight. Pianist George Lopez, whom we've heard is the artist in residence at Bowdoin College and renowned for his performing around the world. And we have an outstanding violinist with us, Jennifer Elowich, who plays with the Boston Pops, is the co-founder and artistic director of the Portland Chamber Music Festival, and plays across the country and abroad. And I'm so thrilled to have them with us. This piece was written for the film Albert Nobbs, a very powerful and, I would argue, very important film. This lullaby was co-written by Glenn Close, an actor who calls Maine home for quite a few months out of the year, and her co-author was composer Brian Byrne. This is Lay Your Head Down.
Sleep now, la 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 la. Lay your head down. Lay your head down.
We will return with a special performance of the Maine Christmas song by Con Fulham and the Camden Hills High School Chorus. Stay tuned. Welcome back to A Christmas in Maine. Coming up, Con Fulham and the Camden Hills High School Chorus perform the Maine Christmas song. But first, a special holiday message from Lou Colby.
There was a time when roads were made of crushed rock and earth, and the only tracks through the whitest of snow were those of footprints, hoofprints, paw prints, and the long straight lines of the sleigh. It was a time when the gifts of Christmas were made by loving hands, and the holidays a holy time of giving and sharing. Neighbors with more gave to neighbors with less, and the hopes of heaven and peace on earth were shared by all. Time has passed, and much has changed, but there is still a small corner of the earth where the old ways have not been lost, where neighbors still value neighbors, and children still believe that to give is greater than to receive.
So, I grew up in Sydney, Maine, very small place, a lot more cows than people. And my mother was a great wreath maker. And it was the thrill of her life. She loved Christmas, and she would start making wreaths in October to hang on the neighbors' doors. And so all of our neighbors for many, many miles knew that they didn't have to worry about getting a wreath, that Agatha Fulham would get it for them. And so this is a song, I wrote the Maine Christmas song sort of based on those memories of my mother and all the people in the community who truly understood the idea of sharing and giving and being a part of a larger place. So here it is. There's still meaning in the magic of Christmas, in the state where the Christmas trees grow, where neighbors still drop by with cookies, breads, and pies, warm themselves beside the kitchen stove. It's the spirit of sharing, giving and caring, hanging wreaths upon the neighbor's door. That's the spirit of Maine at Christmas time, from her mountains to the great Atlantic shore. You can find a farmer hitching up his horses to the sleigh that the families had for years, give the children rides through the snow-white countryside and the forest filled with timid white-tailed deer. It's the spirit of sharing, giving and caring, hanging wreaths upon the neighbor's door. That's the spirit of Maine at Christmas time, from her mountains to the great Atlantic shore. Families still invite their friends and neighbors in the search for the perfect Christmas tree. walking across the frozen fields and rivers, oftentimes in snow above their knees. It's the spirit of sharing, giving and caring, hanging wreaths upon labor's door. That's the spirit of Maine at Christmas time, from her mountains to her great Atlantic shore. That's the spirit of Maine at Christmas time, from her mountains to her great Atlantic shore. Thank you. Thank you very much. And Merry Christmas to all.
Once again, tenor John McVey, joined by violinist Jennifer Elowich and pianist George Lopez, as they perform Panis Angelicus.
Panis Angelicus, fit panis hominum, dat panis celicus figuris terminum. Ores mirabilis manducat Dominum. Pauper servus et humilis. Pauper servus et
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Suzanne Nance. Warm as a summer breeze, real as the truth, intimate as a long overdue visit from a friend. Such is a Jonathan Edwards concert. Over 4 decades, going from pubs to palaces to PBS to Broadway, Jonathan has warmed the hearts and souls of audiences around the world. Now, after 50 years of moving around, he's settled down in Cape Elizabeth. And Maine has become his beloved home. And he's at his home where he joins us now. Jonathan Edwards.
Thanks, Tim and Suzanne, for putting this all together, and thank you for having me be a part of it. Merry Christmas, and best wishes to all of us, all of you. And here's a song I'd like to do for you with my friends Joe and Tom. We're going to do Pretty Paper. Pretty paper, pretty ribbons of blue. Wrap your presents to your darling from you. Pretty pencils to write I love you. Pretty paper, pretty ribbons of blue. Crowded streets, busy feet hustle by him. Downtown shoppers, a Christmas is nigh. There he sits all alone on the sidewalk. He's hoping that you won't pass him by. Should you stop? Better not, much too busy. You're in a hurry, my, how time does fly. In the distance, the ringing of laughter, and in the midst of that laughter, he cries. Pretty paper, pretty ribbons of blue. Wrap your presents to your darling from you. Pretty pencils to write I love you. Pretty paper, pretty ribbons of stop, better not, much too busy. You're in a hurry, my, how time does fly. In the distance, the ringing of laughter, and in the midst of that laughter, he cries. Pretty paper, pretty ribbons of blue. Wrap your presents to your darling from you. Pretty pencils to write I love you. Pretty paper, pretty ribbons of blue. Pretty paper, pretty ribbons of blue.
We'll be back with more of Christmas in Maine right after this.
Christmas in Maine, brought to you exclusively by Maine's credit unions. Now is the time for a credit union. Maine's credit unions. There is one for you.
Welcome back to Christmas in Maine.
By the time Laura Daryl had turned 13 years old, she had performed major roles with the Portland Stage Company, the Maine State Music Theater, starred in the Portland Symphony's Magic of Christmas, and received a New England Emmy nomination for an MPBN television special. Now she is appearing in several productions in New York City and has just completed a CD that has received worldwide attention. Here to sing Silent Night, please welcome Laura Daryl.
Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child, holy infant so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. Silent night, holy night, shepherds quake at the sight, glory stream from heaven afar, heavenly hosts sing Alleluia, Christ the Savior is born, Christ the Savior is born. Silent night, holy night, Son of God, love's pure light, radiant beams from thy holy face, with the dawn of redeeming grace. Jesus, Lord, at thy birth, Jesus, Lord, at thy birth.
Inspired by her father, John Lennon, and Etta James, Maggie Coffin started singing tunes with her dad's band at age 11.
Maggie is a sophomore at Gardner High School, and when not studying for her next science test, she's touring nationally with her dad, Rob, and the Newtopians.
Please welcome Maggie Coffin.
Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain, Jesus Christ is born. Go tell
can't we be on Stacy's Country Jamboree? Come on.